Welcome to the EforAll final presentations for our winter 2024 cohort. Let's have a big round of applause. So a lot of you are familiar faces to me, but maybe not for everyone. This is our awesome dream team. I wish we had Catalina's picture up here because she's holding down the fort tonight. Those of you who have met me, I'm Tessa Murphy Romboletti. I'm the executive director of both our English language and our Spanish language site, Apparel, here in the Pioneer Valley. Thank you for being here. And here tonight with me, helping out, we have Maria Moreno, our newest team member. Maria's been on the job for a month, maybe 4 weeks-ish. Yeah, she dove right in. She's helping out tonight with social media, and I'm probably gonna throw her up here every now and then just to keep everyone on their toes. And then, of course, we have Catalina Herrera. Catalina is our Spanish language program manager, and she has final presentations next week, entirely in Spanish. So 'tis the season, friends. Thank you all. For those of you who do not know what EforAll is, I will be brief because I'm looking around the room and we got a lot of familiar faces. But for those of you who don't know, EforAll is a national nonprofit that was started in Lowell, Massachusetts. We run the Pioneer Valley-based site. We have an office right over on High Street in Holyoke here, but we serve the whole Pioneer Valley. And EforAll has sites across Massachusetts, and we've recently started growing across the country. And we help entrepreneurs that are in the early stages of starting their business. So that's why we're here. We match our entrepreneurs with education, mentorship, some cash prizes, and just a lot of great professional networking. So we're excited to have you all here. And if you're not familiar with us, you're going to learn a lot about us this evening. We're proud to say that over 1,400 of the businesses started by EforAll alumni have generated $66 million in revenue and provided 2,108 local jobs in 2022. We are about to release our 2023 data soon. And entrepreneurs, when it's been a year and I'm hounding you to take your alumni survey, remember me saying this, thank you. We're very proud of our demographics. We want to make sure that we're serving the people in our community. So 84% of EforAll businesses are women-owned, 69% are BIPOC-owned, and 31% are immigrant-owned. And again, this is 2022, so excited to see how we did last year. 70% of EforAll businesses are still active at 3 years, which is above the US average. We're very proud of that. And everyone always wonders, how can we do this? It's totally free for all of our entrepreneurs to do this because we have incredible partners throughout the community who help make sure that this stays free of charge for everything that we do. So many, many thanks to the Mass Mutual Foundation, our friends at People's Bank, Santander Bank, Citizens Bank, Eversource, Bank ESB, Mass Growth Capital Corporation, the City of Holyoke, the Beverage Foundation, the Davis Foundation, and there's a lot of really awesome individuals who donate to us as well. So thank you to them. Let's give them a big round of applause. But the real reason why we're here is because of the amazing entrepreneurs who have just completed a very rigorous program. So let's hear it for them. All right, so why are we here? Some of you might have just shown up because someone that you love told you to. So I will tell you a little bit about why we're here. These are all the things our friends are gonna cover this evening and tomorrow evening. You're gonna hear from 5 of our entrepreneurs tonight and 4 tomorrow, with a whole different panel of awesome judges. And so this is what we've been essentially going over the last 3 months, really figuring out Who is your customer? What is your business? What are you doing? Let's talk about it. Let's really get familiar and test those assumptions. We had all of our entrepreneurs set goals for themselves at the beginning of the class. So we want to hear what their goals were and how they did. They're going to talk about their customer and their value proposition, what makes them better than everyone else out there who's doing something similar. They're going to talk about their working plan for the next 18 months. Because the program doesn't just end here, friends. You're with us for life. The feasibility and sustainability of your business, right? How is this actually going to make money, and how are you going to sustain yourself? What are your organization and operations going to look like? Who do you need to hire? Who do you need to work with in order to make your business work? The social impact is the section for us, at EforAll. Obviously, starting businesses is really important, but we all know, and a lot of our judges tonight know, how important it is to make an impact in your community through your business. So what is that going to look like for you? It looks different for everyone. And then the last thing that folks are going to end with is the ask. So we asked our entrepreneurs to tell us what you would do if you won a couple $1,000s. What would you do for your business and why? So that's what everyone's going to hopefully include in their presentations. There's going to be 10 minutes of presentations and then 10 minutes of questions from our judges. And we will be keeping track of time this evening. Maria, the rock star, has these awesome laminated, they're laminated. And they're bilingual and laminated. Love that for us. Thank you, Maria. So she'll be keeping track of time, and she'll be keeping track of time for the judges too when you get to ask your questions, and you guys can take turns, or I'm happy to help facilitate. But I mentioned our judges, and I just want to give an opportunity for them to introduce themselves. These are all volunteers. They said yes when we asked. They're all busy, busy, busy humans, so we very much appreciate you being here. And I'm going to start with Becca.
Hi, I'm Becca. I am owner and operator of Aurora Small Business Consulting. I work with small businesses answering a lot of the questions that the contestants tonight will be answering, so I'm really excited to hear where you're at in these early stages and what's going on.
My name is Nadim Kashu. I'm the owner of Nadim's downtown in the city of Springfield. I've been there for 24 years, and I'm very excited to be here and, hear about the story with the fresh entrepreneurs, and we'll see where life is going to lead them from here.
Thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Yay, I agree. Hi, Michelle Worth. My husband and I moved to this area about 6 years ago to open Mercedes-Benz of Springfield. And I have since opened another business called Feel Good Shop Local. And it's an online e-commerce marketplace that helps you shop local businesses the way you shop anything else online, right? So we're connecting local people to local business in a fun and convenient way. I'm super excited to be here. I think this is my first time doing this. So go easy on me. No, I'm kidding.
Thank you.
See ya.
Good evening, everyone. Lenny Underwood, representing Upscale Socks, a business I started 8 years ago with the help of Spark Holyoke, the predecessor to EforAll. And I also am a photographer, Underwood Photography, for the last 20 years. Happy to be here and look forward to hear about all these wonderful businesses.
Love it. Let's hear it for our judges. You're all amazing. Thank you so much. All right, who's ready to hear some final presentations? Yes, love it, love that for us. All right, first up, my man, Dario. Here he is. This one? Oh wait, I'm holding on to this one. You can do that, whatever you need with that. I was told to hold on to this.
We'll see what happens. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah.
All right.
She'll start the timer.
All right. So I hope, guys, you're doing okay. This is my first time, as Michelle said. Go easy on me, okay? All right. So Dario Hardscapes. Dario Jara, this is me. So I'm originally from Ecuador, so I've been in the States 13 years. And I have over a decade of experience doing hardscapes. I have a couple licenses. I have a CDL license, hosting license, and my company is fully insured. So the picture on the top, this is me like when I was in my teenage years. I was an athlete. And now, thankfully too, like being an athlete, it shaped my character to hang on. The picture on the bottom is me when I was 20 years old, like when I first got to the United States with lots of hopes and dreams. And this is me now with my family. My dream came true, the American dream.
Nice.
I got my family and my house.
Nice.
I think that's the American dream from a lot of us. So before we continue, who would like to have something like this? All right, okay. All right. So I want to mention that a lot of the pictures that you're going to see here, I either built them in my company or the work on the company I worked before, either I built them or I supervised them. So Dario Hardscapes. So I built patios, walkways, retaining walls, fire pits, fireplaces, pool decks, outdoor kitchens, driveways, stairs, and in the winter months I do snow removals. So EforAll, my company was named EVJ Construction. So thankfully to my mentor, Alex, Tyler, and Caleb, so we came up with Dario Hardscapes. So I'm in the process of changing the name of my company. So I got my goals. For the Accelerator goals, I got my SV account, which is done, website polish, and professional photos that I'm still working on. And my stretch goals get 10 to 15 leads, create a digital content for call to action, which is not done yet. Customer and value propositions. So market definitions, like as starting the company, kind of I go like everywhere. Wherever I get a business, I go, because I'm not gonna go walking, right? I'm gonna go in my truck. So I do a Hampden County, I go Hampshire County in Massachusetts, and Connecticut, I'm gonna go to Hartford and Middlesex County. Okay, so my ideal customer will be a home builder. A home builder, don't look at me like that, right? So a home builder, why a home builder? Because a home builder builds the house, but he builds the house. He doesn't do anything outside of the house, right? So that's why when I can take the rest of that outside of the house, so I can do patios, walkways, as I mentioned before, but I can do a lot more stuff like that. I can do trenches, I can do excavations, I can install lawns, I can do grading, and you name it. So my second one will be homeowners 30 years old and up, and medium class and up. So what's my value proposition? My value proposition will be top-end craftsmanship. I will satisfaction guaranteed, and pride of what we do. So how I'm gonna get my next customer? Marketing, website, social media, referrals, and active cold calling. Financial and feasibility. So these are my numbers for last year. So last year I started good, because this year I haven't started yet. But March I got four jobs, April 6, May 9 jobs, and the rest of the months I got like 3 jobs. So my total income for last year was $135,000, and then I got total of $85,000 in expenses and $50,000 in net profit. So you might be wondering where the $85,000 go, right? That's a lot of money to be spent. So I invested all in my company. So 18 months, where I want to be in 18 months. So like my job, my work is seasonal. So I did like 3 years. For this year, I wanted to get like 36 jobs, meaning like 4 jobs per month, 54 jobs in 2025, 6 jobs per month. And for 2026, I want to have 72 jobs, meaning 8 jobs per month. So how I'm gonna increase the jobs per month? So I'm gonna do marketing, following up on referrals, take photos of work, complete website and branding for business, network and build more relationships for leads. So where I want to be in 3 to 5 years. So I want to get a crew working every day, because now I don't have a lot of work. I only work like during the weekends, because like I said, I can't have people working with me every day when I have no work. So it's it's hard when you start, and you guys know that. So I want to have 2 dump trucks and a mini excavator, and I have a yard for my equipment, because I can have all the equipment in my house. My neighbors complain. So to break even in 3 years, to break even in 3 years, I need a job per month where the customer is gonna pay $12,000 for the labor only. Because if we add materials, it will be a lot higher, and it depends what we are doing, what we're building. So organization and operation, how my business is working now. So it's me, myself, as an owner. Workforce, I have a crew of 3 guys, plus me, sometimes it's 4. It depends how big the job is and how fast we gotta finish it. And I have a dump truck, so I have my website, and to break even now, I need to get $6,620 per month. Social impact. So why am I doing this? This is, like everybody, family, providing my wife and children with generational wealth and security. Offer opportunities. I will hire and train immigrants, giving them an opportunity at the American dream. You might be wondering why immigrants, right? Because I'm an immigrant, and I know how hard it is coming to the States without a language and like not knowing anyone and what you're gonna do. So it's really hard. I've been there, and it's hard. And pride of homeownership. By investing in their homes, they are more invested in their local communities. So my ask, what's my ask? Make a new website, marketing and professional photos. That's my presentation.
Amazing. Let's hear it for Dario. Oh, that was great. Judges, I'm going to let you dive in.
Dario, thank you so much. That was a great presentation.
Thank you.
I was just curious, what are your greatest sources of success when it comes to getting new clients today? You've been doing this for a few years now. Where do most of your clients come from?
I have one guy, big guy, that supplies all the job for me. And sometimes I got my customers, but like I've been telling everyone, like since I started in the program. And some of the coaches told me that we're not gonna show you how to do walls here, right? Because you know what you're doing. It's like my hardest problem is it's getting to the new customer. So that's why I'm here.
Thank you.
Great presentation, as was stated. Have you considered any interior work during the winter months?
Yes, only if it's stone though, because I don't want to get in something that I'm not prepared and where I'm gonna look at it and it's gonna look good. But when you know what you're doing, it's gotta be good from inside and outside, not only the outside, because you know you don't know what's inside. So, me, I like to make sure my jobs are well done, like it's not gonna like fall in like 2, 3, 4, 5 years. So that's what I make sure every time that I build something has to be done well.
Yeah, thank you.
What's your process like for pricing and communicating that to your clients?
Can you repeat that, please?
What's your process like for pricing and then communicating your pricing or costing to your clients?
I mean, it depends who you're talking to, right? Because like every customer is different. But like usually it's by square footage. So I go there, measure whatever I have to measure, and we usually have like a price set per square foot. And like I said, you gotta know who you're talking to. Right? Because you cannot give, because it can be cheap for you, but not cheap for somebody else, right? It's like I said, I'm not everybody's client, not everybody's my customer, because I'm kind of expensive. Yeah.
That's good that you want to have your niche. That's perfect.
Yes.
Having a niche, it's a scary thing in a business.
What's his niche? Sorry,
Your niche, what do you do for living outdoor work?
Oh, okay.
So my question to you is, what other alternative work besides what Lenny mentioned about doing indoors work? Do you have any plans of maybe putting the trucks in different use? How are you gonna pay your bills? How are you gonna survive? How are you gonna keep your company and all the operating expenses getting paid?
Okay.
And another question for you before I let you go. Do you work fully in this as a full-time job, or you have a side job, or you have a...
Thankfully, I quit my job last year.
Okay.
So now I'm unemployed, but hopefully I'm gonna start working soon. And like I said, this is seasonal. I mean, I gotta save for the winter. And I'm not considering like a work inside yet, because like I said, I don't want to do something that I don't know. And like, I tell the customers, this is good, but it's not done well. And then like after a couple of months or 3 months or a year, they're gonna call me, this is not done right. And I don't like that. I like to give my customers what they're paying for.
Right. Do you do the work yourself, or you hire
I do
people?
myself.
You do it all yourself?
Yes.
Because you don't have, your hands are kind of nice
You don't
and
think so?
soft. But maybe you're coming from winter, that's why.
I can get close to you, No, I do work. I do work. Like I say, because like I said, I do what I know, because I cannot do what I don't know. And like I said, I like to make sure it's done right. It's not like, okay, looks good, it's okay, leave it like that, Mm-hmm. All right. One more. Hold on. This is the last one.
We still have a few minutes if anyone has any other follow-up questions. Otherwise, it's up to you.
Do you have any alternative routes in mind for lead generation? So I know you're looking to build marketing and a website. Have you thought of other avenues that might bring you business? Like partnerships or...
I don't like partnerships.
Okay.
If I fail, I'm gonna fail by myself alone. If I get rich, I get rich by myself. I'm not splitting the money. I'm not splitting the debt, because my wife has all of it right now. And I've been like cold calling to other companies, like to see if they hire not like partnership, but like supplying the job, like when they don't know what they're doing, or they don't have enough people to do. And I got a few already, and we'll see what happens, but I'm gonna keep calling. Yep.
If you guys are good,
Yeah.
it's up to you. All right.
All right.
You did a good job. That means you did a good
Thank
job.
you.
Let's
I
hear
can
it for
give you my phone
Dario.
number later on if you need me.
So proud of you. I'll take that. That wasn't too bad, right? Piece of cake. Thank you, judges. we'll give you a few minutes to put in any notes or scores or whatever you need to do, and you guys get to hear commercial breaks from me and Maria. It's gonna be fun. We can dance, we can karaoke. Do you want to do this one? Let's hear for Maria.
Hey.
What will you be singing tonight?
A rendition of it. So I've never done this before, so bear with me. This month actually is volunteer appreciation month. So we want to give a special thank to all of our volunteers, our judges, our mentors, all of our specialists. And if you want to do it again, please. So round of applause. All of you. So thank you very much. Without you, this would not be possible. If you know anybody that has a business idea, and they might not be ready for the full Accelerator program, or they are kind of hesitant, please have them sign up for our pitch contest. It's going to be March 1st in the West Springfield Library, and it's an excellent opportunity for people to kind of test the waters and see if they want to be in the program.
Oh, wait, no, just kidding. Go ahead. You got this.
Oh, okay, so out of those same people that are not ready to test the water, if they want to have, so we have virtual info sessions, they can sign up. Our link is always on our social media, or you can write to us at pioneer_valley@EforAll.org.
Nice.
That's it.
And I'll just say, Maria has also been a volunteer. That's how we first met Maria. And then I snatched her up, and I was like, please work for me. She's volunteered for our Spanish language program as a mentor, as a judge, so it's nice to have you on the other side here. Thank you.
I get paid now.
Yeah, you get paid now. Look at that. Cheers to that. And thank you again to all, we have so many awesome mentors who are here tonight. You guys are amazing. If you're just a guest with us, our mentors are folks that have agreed to volunteer their time once a week for 90 minutes for the last 12 weeks. And they're literally just doing it out of the goodness of their heart and because they love small business. And so we really couldn't do this without all of you. So thank you. One more applause. You're the best. All right, judges. We're gonna head into the next one. So make sure you hit save on your application. I'm gonna remind everyone a lot, just in case. And Bridget. Let's hear it for Bridget. Yes.
Bribery. This is some candy. Yes, it was from Valentine's Day at my store, and it's on markdown.
That's from me only? I don't share.
And I did copies of my
Thank you.
presentation with a funny coaster. I sell these at my store, and they're very popular. These are randomly given to you, so don't take it personally if it doesn't apply to you. And there was an extra one. I thought it was 5 digits.
Doing great. So, okay, I was gonna say, so that, we'll move it to the side. Okay. And then, we're good. And then you tell Maria when you're ready.
All right.
And she'll start the timer. And just, she'll be waving this sign here.
Okay, so pay attention
Yeah,
to Maria.
you can.
All right.
I will get your attention.
Got like a laser pointer. because I talk with my hands a lot, so we'll do the butterfly. Okay, so how do I, that one. All right, I think I'm ready. Okay. So hi, I'm Bridget. I almost said I'm Flora. I'm Bridget from Flora the Shop. Flora is my dog. Flora the Shop is a small home decor and gift boutique located here in Holyoke, named after my dog. There she is. My items are mostly ethically sourced from small, independent brands, both close by and across the globe. My goal is to help you make your loved ones feel appreciated by helping you find thoughtful, unique, high quality, and sometimes last-minute gifts quickly and effortlessly. Okay, so how I got started. I think we can all agree that the year 2020 was a bit of a dumpster fire. And so, like many people, I lost my job. I worked 22 years at a local candle manufacturing company, and these are actual pictures of me finding out that I lost my job. That's supposed to be funny. So yeah, once I got over that, and I hope I don't blind anyone with this laser pointer, but so I decided I had to make employment for myself, so I took all the skills that I learned over the years there, and a friend of mine owned a store up in Shelburne Falls, which I just love, so she showed me a picture of this tiny little place for rent, hanging over the Deerfield River, literally, with just like 4 2x4s, and that's it on the inside. So I filled it with tons of merchandise that I love, and eventually outgrew it. There it is. I'm spilling over onto the sidewalk there, looking for more retail space. But it was fabulous. But then I decided I was going to need a bigger boat, just like Jaws. Fun fact, I'm going to steal Tessa's fun facts. Fun fact, they filmed Dexter up there, and they turned my cute little gift store into a gun shop. So I thought that was funny. So if you ever watch it, he worked there. This is like a hippie shop that they turned into a fish and game shop. Okay, so, oops. So I moved up the street into a bigger spot up there. There it is with the help of some friends and family. I gutted the place, poured a lot of blood, sweat, and tears into it. Well, I didn't have tears, but I think my friends had tears, well, because they were helping me so much. So moved up there, had these awesome big windows to display in, but like I was trying to get people from Holyoke to come up there shopping, and then finally I was like, why am I trying to get people, like why doesn't Holyoke have a store like this? I know there's lots of great businesses opening up in Holyoke and great restaurants popping up, but I was like, there's no store exactly like this. So I was like, why don't I move to Holyoke? So when I told people up there, they were like, why are you moving to Holyoke? And that's when I came up with this, Holyoke, it's really not that bad. So I put it on t-shirts, mugs, I started a little product line of that. Some, Holyoke merch, and all the while developing a line of my own merch. So now I'm in Holyoke. So there's my little store, free convenient parking right in front. Could not be easier. And so once I got there, I was like, I know that my family's been in Holyoke since the 1800s. They came over from Ireland. And when I got there, I was like, wow, people really love Holyoke. So I developed lines of merchandise celebrating like the nuances of the different neighborhoods and streets and little, cute little things. So that's fun to do. And successful. But I'm not only all about Holyoke. I source my items from over 200 small independent brands, locally and across the country and the globe. And mostly ethically sourced. And shout out to Feel Good Shop Local. This is a connection I made with Kat. She makes phenomenal goat milk soap, helped cure my eczema. She's on the Feel Good Shop Local platform, as well as Meg from Birch Lip Balm. So I like to highlight items from local makers, but also I don't limit myself there because I really love to shop and give gifts. So I'm constantly scouring for cool things that I like, and I get them in the shop, and there you go. So it's not only Holyoke. Everyone will find something in my store. Okay, so thanks to EforAll, I really got to narrow down my customer segment, and I sent out surveys, got 89 responses, And she's mostly female, but I get everyone walking through my door. She's mostly a little bit older, mostly from Holyoke, but she waits till the last minute to buy her gifts. And besides Christmas and birthday, she spends a lot of money on baby gifts and housewarming gifts. She does not like to look for parking. She shops online, but she'd prefer to shop small. So I really, my value proposition, I'd say it's successful because I offer all of that. And several times every day, customers say, thank you for being here. So I think that's successful indicator. Okay, so my goals. I've been in business for a few years. So the big goals I have ticked off. So I have so many goals every day, but this is just a little snapshot. So because I learned about the need for baby gifts, I decided I just dabbled in that category, but I decided I'm gonna grow that category by 50% by June. I added tons of baby SKUs, 22 baby SKU items, and moved the actual location of the little tiny section to the front of the store right as you walk in. Okay, and my goal was to post the baskets to my website and the Feel Good Shop local website. This part of the goal haven't accomplished. It's a good problem to have. My stuff is selling out so quickly that I don't want to overpromise and underdeliver because I want each basket to be gender neutral and make sure I have the products in there. So other thing was get an ad in a local publication, which I did, St. Patrick's Program, 1550 circulation, and I have an appointment next week with Wendy from the Holyoke Sun. Inventory management system is a stretch goal, but it's desperately needed in order to get me to my next step. I've done all the legwork there, and thanks to EforAll, I finally joined the Holyoke Greater Chamber. I don't know why I was dragging my feet on it, but I was, and so I just did it. I think that was Monday. So thank you, EforAll. All right, my 18-month plan. Basically, there's a lot here, but I want to be able to pay myself. Right now, I'm at break even. I think I did 66,000 last year, which I was like, oh my God, that's a ton of money. Where did it go? And then, but my costs were like 60,000. So I was like, oh, that's where it went. It went into my cost of goods sold and other expenses. So these are all the things I'm going to get over the break even. So here we go. So the blue, this is projected. This is based on my last year, but I tweaked it a little bit because last year I was buying like crazy, not just buying anything I liked with no plan in place. So in order to get past the break even and make a little bit of income and be sustainable, I'm just gonna lower my cost of goods sold, get my expenses on the slow months, not go overboard, and then gear up for holiday, Q4 holiday, and St. Patrick's Day. So these are all the things I need to do that. If you look in the background, this is how I keep my records, which is terrible. So that's why I desperately need the inventory management system. So with the Square point of sale that I use, I can upgrade, and we'll get to that later, a different slide, but these are all the things I need. All right, social impact. Everything with the purple star is something bought at my store, and some of these photos are taken in my store, but a lot of my customers send pictures of themselves enjoying the items out in the world. This guy, I buy his honey and I sell it in my store. He's from EforAll. Lifted Spirit Candle, she's a local gal that makes candles, and she and I collaborated on this 1873 candle, and 73 cents, because that's like the Holyoke birthday of being incorporated as a city. So 73 cents from the sale of each candle goes to the restoration of the City Hall windows. And from my candle experience, at one point I was like number 4 nose in the company. So we came up with a great fragrance. And I did almost $2,000 donations last year. Okay, little kids, I like to encourage their creativity, so there's a little place to draw for them. And this is an artist I have. We grew up together. This is my artwork, and I have lots of plans. This is my Holyoke series. And they like me. There's actual quotes from customers. All right, now the ask. This is the important part. So 1 year of Square for retail is $10.68. Barcode printer and label, $300. I'm gonna need an IT professional. I already have one, maybe that can do it, and she told me her hourly rate. I need a weighted outdoor sandwich board for Route 5 to get more foot traffic, and a UPS shipping scale because I really want to ramp up my shipping and internet. And thank you very much.
That was awesome. You did it. Take a deep breath. You're good.
I don't think I took a breath or no.
I know, you're good. You're good. You did great. Judges, I'll let you dive right in.
Thank you so much for your presentation, very insightful and descriptive. One question I had was the slide where you showed percentages. Can you go back to that?
Sure.
I was trying to see how it was outlined, 'cause I don't think it added up to
That one?
100%. No, a couple more slides. That one.
This one? These are results from my survey. So, yeah, which part in particular did you have questions?
So where I see Amazon, this is 82%, then Temu 6.7, 58 for Costco or similar. So how was it?
Yeah, you're right, it doesn't. So the question I asked my people was, where do you shop? And 73, wow, this was done in Google Slides. What was that?
Choose multiple answers for that one, I think.
Yes, I had lots of multiple choice and write-in answers, and I was advised against it from Jane. But I was like, I don't care, I know what I'm doing, and so I guess I didn't. But
So just
Yeah,
look
those
at the solid numbers, right? 73, 6, 52. Those are the actual people. Responses.
yes, okay, so I asked 89 people, and 73 of those people said yes, they shop at Amazon. So the remaining few didn't shop at Amazon,
Got it.
but they shop at, all those places.
Okay, so they could shop at Amazon, but they can also shop at Etsy.
Exactly,
Got it.
exactly.
Okay. Thank you.
Anyone else?
Yeah. Bridget, great presentation.
Thank
you have
you.
lots of energy.
No, I just chugged a coffee.
And you were funny. It's hilarious. I enjoyed it. I just wanted to keep going. I did. Who do you think your biggest competition is? Is it Amazon? Like, after you did all this research, who do you think your biggest competition is, and how are you going to overcome it?
Right. So, yes, Amazon is competition, but I think people are realizing, like, I can't see, touch, and feel the items. I still have to wait for them to be there. And when they arrive, maybe they're not the greatest. So in the city, there are a few great little shops popping up, but in my neck of the woods, there aren't a ton. So I don't have a lot of, like, physical, like, competition right now. So the other thing is how I'm going to overcome that is I work with all those small brands. So I have great relationships with them. So if they have an item, and I'll just get right in contact with them and be like, can you change this part of that item and, like, put a shamrock here or make it say this? They'll be like, sure. So, and I can buy small quantities of that to test it out in the store. So they're not going to find on Amazon what they'll find in my store. Does that answer?
Yeah.
Okay.
Again, I'll echo them. Excellent presentation.
Thank you.
Couple questions for you. Do you have a Facebook presence or social media presence? You do have that, and how
Yes.
do you plan on utilizing that?
I use Facebook, Instagram, a little bit of TikTok, LinkedIn, and I am, like, constantly posting. So I just because I was with such a large corporate company for all that time, with everything slick and polished, I really like the sketchy, like, real relatable posts, and I make little videos of my customers, and they love it. They get their little 15 minutes of fame, and it's really inclusive. So yeah, I'm constantly posting to social media.
Right. How big of your shop? How big is your shop in Holyoke?
It's very small. It's probably 300 square feet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I've packed a lot in there. And actually, whenever anyone walks in, they're like, oh my God, how did you get all this stuff in there? But because I was a visual merchandiser, like when I see space, I'm like, ooh, there are dollars that could be made if I just put some items over there. Yeah.
One of the big go-gets you outlined was bringing down your cost of goods.
Mm-hmm.
So first question is, how do you plan on doing that? And then second is, do you expect an impact to your sale price?
Yes. So, like I said, well, when I first started, I really didn't know anything about business. I just knew about buying and displaying. And so now, thanks to EforAll, I've learned I can be more strategic with the buying. So I have lots of inventory that maybe has just been sitting around. So I plan to maybe have a sale. I really didn't want to be the type of place that has sales, but people love sales. So clearance sale, clear out the stuff that's just sitting around. That's also where the inventory management will come in. It will be able to tell me this stuff sold great and you just need to reorder it, and this stuff has been sitting around for a while, you need to mark it down. I also want to work with local people. I get a lot of stuff made maybe up in Charlemont or even states all over. So I've met some connections here in EforAll, and I might have some printing done through them. That'll keep the cost of goods down and reduce carbon footprint and all that.
That's good, thanks.
Okay.
Off your website, can one purchase off of there or directly
Yes.
to your store?
Yes, you can purchase from my website. That is a stretch goal also to get my website a little bit more accurate. A friend of mine designed it for me when I first lost the Yankee Candle job, and she designed this beautiful website. And I would like to get some income to be able to pay her, so then I can be like, hey, could you? So right now it's St. Patrick's Day still. But yes, so you can buy from my website. The inventory management is going to be key there also, because sometimes I get an order and I'll go look for it in the store and it's like, oh, that item sold out. So then I have to refund the money to the customer, and through Square they take a little percentage. So yes, you can order from my website. Yes, there's a lot of opportunity for improvement on my website, but it is beautiful, and my friend so generously designed it for me. So I hope to grow that also. To answer your question, that's another avenue I'm going to grow, and then maybe focus some more attention on my Feel Good Shop local storefront presence. I didn't know you were going to be here today. I really had all that stuff in before.
Oh, she's really working me. You don't have to. You don't have to. You do you. Yeah. Have a discount later. Bridget, I have a question for you. Could you maybe go back to the slide where you talk about your ask for EforAll and what you're going to do with the money again?
So yes, Square for retail, right now I use the Square system for payment, and I guess I use the free one. So to upgrade to Square for Retail Plus, which is $89 a month, I can get all those things. So that allows me to create barcodes for my items and print the barcodes, attach them to my items. I already have a barcode reader, and so that's just gonna make my store register and my website seamless. So that was at Ask, and 15 hours of labor from an IT professional.
To implement that.
Yes,
Okay.
and at least get me started, because I have probably, 1,000 items in my store. So she's going to help me get started, and then it might be a thing where, okay, now I know how to do it, I'll take over on my own.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it's key. And then the weighted outdoor sandwich board. I do have some signage in front of my store. It's always blowing over because of the wind, and I would like to get it on Route 5. A lot of people don't know I'm there, so I need to get something out on Route 5 to be like, oh, there's a little store down there.
Got it.
So, and then the shipping scale, because I'm gonna do so well on my website that I need to figure out the shipping piece of it I'm constantly closing my store, running to the post office, and putting a sign on my door. Gone crazy back in 5 minutes, ran to the post office. So I need to do that all in-house.
Got it. Can I have one follow-up question?
Sure.
Or are you going, Nadeem? You did a good job of describing the customer and their psychographic profile. Do you know geographically where they're coming from?
Right now, they're mostly from Holyoke. I would like to expand to other areas of Western Massachusetts. I thought I had that on the chart. I did have a zip code portion way at the bottom, but right now she's mainly from Holyoke, but a little bit South Hadley, Chicopee. I want to expand to Long Meadow, and because I do have a lot of great home decor items that maybe would appeal to all different clientele.
Thanks, Bridget.
What do you think the percentage of in-store sales versus online for you?
Right now, the percentage in-store is like 90%, 95%, just a little, because I haven't really pushed the online as much, just because I know it has some opportunity for improvement. So I do hope to grow that a lot, because there are a lot of Holyokers that live elsewhere, and I'm working on trying to figure out where they live. It's mostly Florida, but they want to order from my store. So right now it's just like on the side burner, but I do plan on increasing that and promoting that a bit more.
I saw you looking to advertise in the Republic.
The Holyoke Sun through
Okay.
Turley Publications.
Have you ever considered advertising on the social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram? Is this something you dabbled into or not really?
I'm not quite sure exactly how to do that. I've done the thing where you can boost your post and you can tell it, the demographic.
This is where I'm going with it. You can target an area, East Long Meadow, Springfield, whatever.
Yes. And I'm open to any other ideas too, if you guys have them.
We have time for one more question.
I think to keep the cost down, I'm not here to guide you, but as a business owner, boosting your, and she knows as well, because she boosts a lot, it's the most inexpensive way to put a message out and be able to target your demographic if you want to do, female, older, younger, whatever. So this is my recommendation to you, and, it's paper print, it's something in the past these days, and everybody has their phone and social media.
That's great.
Wish you
Paul.
best of luck.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
All right. Let's hear it for Bridget. Mr. Thanks. You did great.
Yay!
Yes. Way to go. That's awesome, right?
Yeah.
She made it look easy, didn't she? So proud of you, Bridget. All right, so a little bit of commercial time, and we'll let our judges take some notes and get ready for the next presentation. Do you guys know that we're gonna do this all over again in the summer? The fun never ends, yes! We're very excited. Applications are open now for the summer 2024 program. That'll start in July. And applications are due May 9th at the end of the day. Please, if you have any questions or if you know anyone who might want to apply for the program, send them to us. We are happy to set up a meeting and chat with them about the program. And it's totally free. Thank you, Holyoke Media. Raise your hand. Well, some of our entrepreneurs have been here before. Raise your hand if you've ever been here before. Only a few, so we got a lot of first timers. We love it. Holyoke Media is an incredible asset to our community. Anyone can become a member. It is free to become a member. You can use the space to create podcasts, to host your own events like this. Everything's free. They have a ton of equipment. Upstairs is beautiful. This is a brand new facility. So we appreciate them allowing us to use the space. And I encourage you to check it out. They're really awesome people. All right, moving forward. Are you ready, sir? Yes, you are. Let's hear it for Brandon. Yes, so it's just that button. Clicks to the side and it always goes back. Yep. And do you want to move this? Do you feel comfortable here? It's like pretty. It's a great microphone. And then you just let Maria know, and she'll also have the sign that says how much time you have left and all that good stuff.
Good evening, folks. As an entrepreneur, I'm so happy to be here. As an introvert, this is like exposure therapy to the max degree. My name is Brandon Thompson, and the name of my brand actually came from a really great dad joke. What is the animal that has to have a good sense of humor about its gluten-free diet? A celiac. So the celiac uses creativity to create culturally based cuisine with healthy, to create culturally based cuisine with health conscious cooking. With my own recipes and some tried and trusted products, I'm able to deliver Caribbean style dishes with all the flavor and none of the gluten. So about me as a person, I love anime, I love Sudoku, lifting weights, and I also love food. I love making it, thinking about it, eating it. My favorite is pizza. My favorite cuisine is breakfast. And so I've been in the food service industry for, I think, a total of like 16 years. 4 of those years were spent as a pharmacy tech and a caseworker, but I've always come back to food. My first job was at Legal Seafoods as a food runner in 2005. And then in my youth, it became just comfortable to find a kitchen or a restaurant to work at, but after a while, it just became a part of me. The time went on. In 2019, I went to Holyoke Community College, where the great Nicole Ortiz comes from. She's my hero. And yeah, I don't consider myself a chef by no means, but it's definitely my path. And that's some stuff that I've created. And there's some stuff I helped create. I mean, everything I do is for them. Layla, Micah, Corbin, Danny. I'm currently a stay-at-home dad with these two. And being an entrepreneur and a stay-at-home dad is the hardest I've ever worked in my entire life. And with the food industry, you're really robbed of a lot of weekends, nights, holidays, but it's kind of the price to pay for your passion. But I don't want to give my weekends up anymore and all that stuff. I really want to be here for my children. So I decided to start my own business. So I love them, and I also love her. That's my life partner, Amanda. She's a great stepmom, fantastic mom. In 2019, she got diagnosed with celiac disease. And it's been a process. It was a process to adjust lifestyles. Her more than me at first. Grocery shopping, you know, bring a magnifying glass to double check the labels. Anything you don't know how to pronounce, you got to look up. After a while, you kind of get a groove and you know what you like. But it was still like doing homework for groceries. And going out to eat was even more difficult. Excuse me. Because, you know, before you leave the house, when you decide on where you want to eat, you have to double check the menu, see if they have any options. When you get there, you have to hope that it's safe. And that's just a whole lot of anxiety no one needs. We all have our own problems. Going out should be fun and stress-free. So, you know, being in the food industry and wanting to start my business, somewhere in there, I really didn't come to the concept until like a few years ago to make a gluten-free, 100% gluten-free food truck. And just some quick stuff about celiac disease. It's not an allergy, it's an autoimmune disease that it messes up your lower intestine. You can't, if anything touches it, it can just mess up your whole day, I'm sorry. It's one of those sneaky things. It's like 1 in 133 Americans have it. A lot of people are undiagnosed. Even people who aren't diagnosed, if you really listen to your body and pay attention to what you eat, you can notice what wheat stuff does to you. So that was my main demographic. So the survey I took, I had 130 responses, and these were the 4 most helpful answers. One was the age bracket, and 50% of the people fell between 28 and 45. I asked people, excuse me, I asked people what mattered to them most, healthy food or cultural food, and it was almost split down the middle. I asked how much would you be willing to spend on yourself at a food truck. 75% said 20 or more. And I asked, would you eat traditional street food with gluten-free ingredients? A lot of open-minded people, 72% said absolutely. 25% said they want samples first, and 23% said it's a no from me, dog. So with that information, I tackled my customer segments and the people in the market too. The people who are diagnosed is obviously a given, because if you see the name, oh, that's me, you're gonna go to that spot. But also I kind of thought, people who are with someone with celiac disease, you kind of want to, if you're at like a food truck function, and you're gonna like shop around, but you really want to find one spot to, oh, this is good, oh, it's good too. So the other part of that segment is people who will just want to like try food and not be like, this is good for gluten-free, but no, it's just really good. And the third segment was millennials, because we're pushing 40 and we got to watch what we put in our bodies. So then the things that people would face the issues that people would face, people who are diagnosed have very, very limited options. People who are with someone, they can't eat from the same vendor. And then the third group, some millennials or just anyone in general who their lifestyles are guided by their diet. You want to go out and have fun, but you don't want to eat garbage. And so my food service would eliminate stress for the first group. The second group just going to enjoy their food, and then the third group will just feel happy with themselves that they didn't eat garbage at a food truck festival. So my pitch progress, I did have some goals. I did deviate a little bit. I wanted to do a second survey. I thought about doing a second survey, but it didn't really benefit me that much. I wasn't able to acquire all the necessary permits, because that kind of varies from town to town. I do know that there's one specific permit that you need to sell anywhere, and they also seem like you need your surge safe and allergen awareness certificate. So that was kind of, and then I did price out most of the equipment that I would need to start selling. So what I did do, I do want a food truck. The most feasible thing for me was to try to get into the East Hampton Farmers Market. It's right down the street from me. It's just feasible with all the resources that I have. So that's kind of what I based my the rest of my finds on. And this is the example of the food that I want to cook. Not my images, but I want a jerk chicken waffle sandwich with a good sauce to go on top, curry potato fries and beef roti taco. In case you can't tell, I am half Jamaican, so that's kind of where the cultural part comes in. And so I got my favorite flavors: jerk, curry, and I want the flavors of a beef patty, but without that bread, so you kind of get like a street taco effect. Pardon me. So here are my 18-month goals. I really try to pace myself out. While I am, shooting for the moon, I'm gonna hit the stars, but this is as reasonable as I could get. So the first one, survive the Accelerator, which I did. And I would like to, in the next few months, I really want to build a portfolio, take some pictures, get a social media presence so people can see what I can do instead of just talking about it, because, really want to show what I can do. I do need to get my Serve Safe redone, because it expires in June. And I really would like to start networking, but, I'd still need a portfolio to show people what I can do and not just go off of my word. And eventually I do want to end up at the East Hampton Farmers Market next year. And this would be all the stuff that would need to really get started. First and foremost, my Serve Safe certification, some base level advertising. I do want to copyright my name and my logo because it's gold, and also some ingredients to get started to build my portfolio up. And the sales are fictional, but the numbers that I use to generate the sales are real, based on my own experience and using a cost recipe formula. And so, the startups are the highest at the beginning for the startup, and based on based on my knowledge in the food market, that's kind of how I foresee it going. It's not too bad. My give back, I really can still come back to food. I would love to donate any food that I don't use to Rachel's Table. There's a compost company in Greenfield that use their proceeds to fight for social and environmental justice, and donate my time to Not Bread Alone. There's a soup kitchen, and anyone can just kind of walk in and help cook for people in need. And that's my value proposition. But at the end, to keep it short, everyone should just be able to enjoy their food, no stress. And I want to cook for people, and I'm going to cook with care for people. So, yeah. And I can't wait to cook you something good.
Great job. It was just a clicker. You're good. Got it. Oh, there you go. Great job.
Thank you.
Judges, I'll let you take it from here.
Hi.
Hi.
You did it. Yay! Congratulations.
Thank you.
Could you go back to your slide about what you're going to do with the money? Because I was reading it and then I wasn't fast enough.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I was getting my time.
Yeah. No worries. Right there. So I was in the first column and then I didn't get to the second column. Is this, what I wasn't clear on is, are you going for a food truck right away? You kept talking about a food truck, but I'm wondering what your first steps are.
My first step is to sell with a tent, because a truck is a whole other vehicle. And a tent is most realistic. You can throw it in the back of a car. You have enough tables and banquet equipment. It's way more realistic than starting out with a truck. So that would kind of be that'd be my first step to a truck.
Okay, got it. And did you consider at all doing catering?
Yes.
Okay.
I have a whole list of stuff that, I want to do. Even people who have food trucks in the off season, they do catering, but with gluten free, I'm also very allergen aware. So people who have to throw a party, but they don't want to ask who has what allergy, they kind of just want to at least cover the big 9. They would come to me because I already have all that stuff checked off for them. I would make a menu. They tell me what they want. I'd make the menu. We talk about it. They taste it, and then we'd go from there.
Got it. I don't know if this is a question or just a consideration for you. Is the hardest part is going to get people to know who you are, right, and taste your food. Mm-hmm. So maybe being everywhere at first, all the fairs or places where people are gonna eat, but have them like free samples or I'm just thinking out loud in terms of it's your food looks amazing. The pictures are
that was it.
But
I want to make the good looking food. I know I can. That first slide. That's two slides. Sorry.
I guess I'll form it as a question. This thing is, do you know how big your potential market actually is? So you said something really fun, which was people want to have fun, but they don't want to eat garbage. That's a bet you're making, right? Because there's people that eat a lot of garbage at fun events.
Oh yeah, but I want
just
healthier garbage. With the fried jerk chicken sandwich, I'll use an air fryer instead of an oil fryer. I'll be making a fried Oreo with gluten-free Oreos, which are delicious. Again, air fryer. Just little things here and there, so it's not. So you're gonna eat the fair food, but not feel guilty.
Love it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Have you thought about how much volume you need to do at any given event in order for that event to make sense for you, and also how many events you would need to do in a week or a month or a year, however you want to think about it, in order, again, for this business to make sense for you and the work you're going to put in?
The volume is kind of hard to gauge, but I did kind of figure to avoid waste, I would probably do pre-cook some stuff first and keep it in the fridge, and then on site I heat it up with the equipment there, and then God forbid it goes bad, or if it's on ice and in the fridge, as if I'm in a restaurant, then it'd be way less waste. So I'm not cooking a whole bunch of stuff and hoping for volume. I'm cooking it kind of a la carte, right there, but it's already prepped.
Yeah, and also waste aside, like how much do you need to sell in order for this business to be lucrative for you?
I apologize. I don't have the numbers on hand, but like I did play with, like again with the East Hampton market as my model. They've got a winter market from October to April. Then May they open in the summer, and they were like humble numbers. Like I think for 1 month I just had like 24. For the month because they're only open on Sunday, and they're priced appropriately to the market and to competition. So I mean that the price, these prices do show like how successful it would be based on like that one particular market. And you know, again, starting out at first with the resources I have, I'd be in that one location until stuff blows up. Then I would reevaluate.
Yeah, definitely makes sense. And have you thought about maybe doing some informational interviews with like other food truck owners who might be able to give you a lay of the land and give you sort of some of those early expectations so that you can meet the demand but also not like way exceed it?
Oh yeah, I follow a few food truck groups on Facebook. I've been in contact with Natalie from Sweet Terra. I need to email her back, but yeah, she's kind of like another mentor with the food stuff. So
awesome, thanks.
Okay. Thank you, Brandon, for your presentation. Couple questions were already answered, but are you based in East Hampton?
Mm-hmm. I live right down the street from the East Hampton Farmers Market.
Okay, and you mentioned that one of your favorite times to cook is breakfast?
No, it's just my favorite type of food. It's just so versatile.
Okay.
It's good in the morning, tastes better at night. Yeah.
Okay. And do you have a specialty or a focus? I know you mentioned some items that you're looking to add, but
for this, it would be Jamaican food. This would be my opening menu. I mean, the chicken and waffles kind of Southern culture plus a little Jamaican twist to it.
Right. Okay. No samples?
Soon. It was. That's the first part of my ask.
That's fair.
I am bummed. I want to try some right now.
I am so sorry.
Okay, it's my turn. This is my department for you.
Yes, sir.
Figured I'll let him do the talking, and you and I would chit-chat a little bit. I can tell you love your wife,
I do.
which is great.
She's my extrovert.
And if you love her enough, you need to bring her down to Nadine's because she will love the food. It's gluten-free. It's amazing. That I promise.
Date night, thank you.
Absolutely. So basically, you're in the beginning stages of what are you doing. But my question to you, which is the most important question, is why you are limiting yourself to gluten-free options?
It's less of a limit and more of an expansion. There's not really a 100% gluten-free market around here. I can tell you that the only gluten-free Michelin-starred restaurant is in France. The first gluten-free franchise is opening in Las Vegas in June. And two of the best places for service, I'm advertising for other people. Red Robin has a good protocol for gluten-free stuff, and also 110 has a great selection and a protocol for delivering that stuff. So it's not, I don't think I'm limiting myself. Like I can cook, traditional stuff, but I really want to cater to these people who kind of like don't feel seen. There was one day, wifey went to a food truck and asked for like a burger with no bun, and the guy laughed, and I was like, "Babe, you want me to go address this?" She was like, "No." So it's kind of it's like a whole group of people who they've adjusted to their diets and their new lifestyle, but the rest of the community really hasn't. So kind of what I want to do.
But my question is, because you said 1 in 133 in the United States has gluten allergies, so you're kind of going just right after those. It's a good market, but I don't know if it's going to be enough for you. This is one of the toughest business, and where will you be prepping the food that you're going to be putting out?
Commissary kitchen. There's one located in Springfield.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did you factor that in as far as expenses and stuff?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right.
And if I had to pivot away from gluten-free food, I mean, I would do both. I would do gluten-free and allergen-aware, and then.
This is on a side note. I would love to go to a Jamaican restaurant and have a meal, man, because you can't find that food.
That part too.
And my advice to you: don't limit yourself to gluten-free, because we will all come to you, man. I'm telling you. But I wish you well. It's a tough business. Find a mentor, somebody that can guide you, in direction and advise you. You'll do well. You have the passion for it, but it's a tough business.
Oh yeah.
My heart is pounding for you. Seriously, it's scary because I've done it 24 years ago, and I'm I wish you well, especially when you have 3 kids.
4
and a wife.
Yep.
There you go. I wish you best of luck, my friend.
Thank you, Chef.
Time flies. You did it. Great job. Awesome. And awesome questions from our judges. So lucky to have you all here tonight. All right. While they do their thing and we get ready for our next presentation, I want to make sure that you all know that you are invited to hang out with us on Thursday. Oh, that's the wrong date. Sorry. Thursday, May 30th. We do have a pitch contest on May 1st, so we're really busy. This is what happens when Jane leaves me. Please join us. It's right down the street from where we are, that way a little bit. Fame, if you haven't been there, it's an awesome place in Holyoke, and it's just going to be a great night to network and see a lot of our alumni, and we're going to recognize some of our volunteers, and it's just going to be a great night. And it's free and open to the public. We just ask that you register. And yeah, we can't wait. We love a good excuse for a party. And it's on a Thursday night, so there's karaoke that night at Fame, and you can stay after. Happy to sing with you if you want. Yeah, oh yeah, I got that baritone voice, so. This got cut off, sorry guys. There's a couple of networking events coming up. I know how much everyone just loves talking to strangers, but you have to network if you're a business owner. So there's a Chicopee Chamber of Commerce event that's happening next Thursday, the 11th. We have final presentations, so the EforAll crew won't be there, but nonetheless. And then Young Professional Society, third Thursday, I think it's Thursday, April 18th, at Conklin Furniture here in Holyoke. Sounds like they always do something fun. YPS is fun. So find a buddy, bring your extroverted friend if you need them. We're always here to help. And let's get ready for our next presenter. We're matching. All right, so it's that. And then you let Maria know when you're ready, and she'll have the...
Okay. Ready? Let's just go. Hello, everybody. I'm Shannan of Shandolls Beauty Lounge. I'm located downtown Main Street on 133, Suite 220. Come visit me if you want. I specialize in natural skincare, soap classes for children and adults, and I also do custom breast milk soap. My why. So this is how I got started. During me and my daughter, who's over there, Leah, during her 84-day journey in the NICU, we experienced some skin issues, and something just told me that I can do something to help this. And during that time, I was with other mothers in the NICU, and something just told me, like, do some research, and I came up with breast milk soap. So breast milk soap was something that I used to help me and other mothers in the NICU, in the NICU, help our children. So with that, after our journey during the NICU, I was able to bring it home and use on my son Cameron for his skin as well, because he had eczema. And so from there, I knew that other people suffered from this and other people were going through this. So from that exploded Shandolls Beauty. That's where my skincare line came afloat. These are the benefits of breast milk. They help all different skin issues. They're full of healthy fats and vitamins to help your skin repair itself. You can use it for milk baths. That's some of my milk. And then I've made some breast milk soap. So here during EforAll, I started with some goals, and these are all of the ones that I got completed. Get 150 new customers, 25 new social media followers, apply for a Dun & Brad number, create a Google page, and attend one networking event a month. I did want to learn how to make the labels, but I want to work smarter, not harder. So we found someone to take care of that. And my stretch goal is for a bigger and better location. We were able to do a survey. So throughout my survey, I was able to find out that people want skincare classes more. Then I also was able to find out that they want my products, they want facials, they want just a combination of my services. I mainly serve women and children, families, people with eczema, hyperpigmentation, acne, and people that want the classes. And a lot of my customers do value product knowledge that I provide while either doing a facial or if they have questions about my product. So this is my 18-month work plan. My business will have 20 new clients for facials, will generate $15,000 in revenue, and will pay myself $4,000 a month. That's like overall. So for my next quarter, I would like to take my state board because I did graduate esthetician school to further my knowledge for my facials. I would like to add that to my booking site. I would like to process and trademark my name because Shandoll is the brand, and we're gonna make that my brand. I would like to also research insurance. My next quarter, I would like to add soap classes and prepare new products like soap kits. I would also like to begin facial upgrades for my next quarter and work on holiday kits. Then come around December, I would like to hire an assistant and start looking for an additional location. And I would like to also create soap kits, and I'm not done with my goals for my last quarter. This screen here shows my financial feasibility and sustainability. It's not completely accurate because before I wasn't able to track my expenses and track all the information. So it wasn't until EforAll they showed me how to do these things. So I plan to do this for the future. But from what I do have, it does show about $2,000 in profit, and that picks up around July. And that's pretty much from all of my services. And that's about $25,000 to $30,000 yearly, which is pretty accurate for my last 3 years. My big picture, I do plan to have a third location out of state. I do plan to have several employees, and I do plan to triple in revenue. This is a little map I created. It's my sales map. The little hearts represent all the places that I have sold product to, and I do plan to keep taking over the world, so be ready for that. And if you know anyone in any of those states, send them my way. Plans to take over the world. So, does anyone use soap or scrub when they take a shower? None of you guys use soap when you shower? Just wondering. So these are two of my products. This one here is a body parfait, which is a soap and a scrub combination. And this is a strawberry lemonade and goat milk soap and combo. And I like to refer to my products as skin food because I like to think of it as I started a healthier journey of feeding my insides healthier, so I want to do the same on the outside. And I do kind of like to make it like food, look foodish, so that you might, want to use it more. It's better for the eye. So again, if you do use soap, come see me. Organizations and operation. I do plan on furthering my education and training for myself and any assistant that I do hire. I want to set up my booking site to keep revenue, to add revenue. I would like to continue organic networking because I feel like I've gotten a lot of connections through just organic networking. Raise my prices. I'm gonna check that off because as of yesterday, my prices have risen. I would like to stay consistent with my social media content. I just hit 5K followers, so I'm super excited about that. And I just see that it is the content. People just like to see what we're doing, how we're doing it, why we're doing it. So I do plan to continue posting with that and hire an assistant, which is gonna be up there. Social impact. So here's some pictures of soap classes at the lounge. That's what people have started to call it. I would also like to do more breast milk soap classes. This is one that I have done with a breast milk soap group that I collabed with, and then this is me doing a DIY scrub class at Holyoke High. So I do go around the community, Holyoke and Springfield, and I do work with schools. I would like to do more skincare routine classes because this is what people want. I do have this launching in April, these 2 classes here. This will be learning your skin type, learning more things about your skin, how to create a skin type, create your skincare for your skin type. And then more breast milk soap classes because EforAll really helped me recognize this is where I started from. So I really want to dig more and dive more into that. These are also a couple of my customers that have used my product. They have all used the same product, which is my turmeric lemon line. It has helped acne, hyperpigmentation, and then a combination of both. My ask, I would like $150 to take my state board for aesthetics. I would like $800 to supply for my classes, $800 for machines. I would like an industrial sink so that I could create double the product. I would like also a crock pot. That's very helpful for my classes. A hydrofacial, which is for my facial specifically. $250 for sanitation and infection control, which is very important. $800 for marketing, labels, flyers, samples. So the $2,700 is my ask. During the pandemic, I signed my lease actually 2 days before the pandemic. So I feel like with this help, I will definitely be able to really show that I will make a profit. I've already made a profit. I've already been able to sustain what I'm doing right now. So I think that would just triple times and help me reach my goal faster. So thank you.
That was so awesome. Great job.
Thank you, baby.
All right, judges.
I have so many questions for you. I'm just going to go.
Take it easy on me.
I'm easy. No, come on. Well, have I even heard?
No.
Okay. I'm like, I hope I haven't. Okay. Awesome presentation. Congratulations to you on all your success to date.
Thank you.
All right. So these are all questions I'm just curious about. Okay. Who took your survey? How many people took it and who took it?
100 people, customers that came in and out of my store. I did post it in a few groups that I'm in on social media as well, as opposed to just posting it on like my friends that are just gonna say whatever I want to hear. So I kind of asked people like in my cohort. I had Jane send it out, so I did have a good variety of people.
Okay, I just wanted you to take a hard look at the respondents and make sure they're not all people that are yes people.
Yeah,
Like
I did.
You're people that you know. Okay,
I did.
Awesome.
Thank you.
What Did you uncover in your research or just in your experience, what are your barriers to purchase? So when you go after your target market, what are the reasons people don't buy?
So that's a good question. I haven't really, with EforAll being able to help me find my customer segment, before I would say like my customers sometimes would say my price was like too high, but I knew my price wasn't high, but at the time I would kind of still chase customers because of that. But like now I know my price and my worth, so I haven't really had an issue yet.
Yeah. And who is your target market?
Women, children, families, anyone with any skin issues, and anyone that likes natural skincare.
I thought it was super impressive that you were already selling across the country, and so that's where my question's coming from, because I was wondering how they found you.
Social media. So I have been in business for 8 years. The skincare is new. It's 4 years. That's what I've been digging deep into, and EforAll has helped me really figure out that's what I want to do. Yeah. So the people that I've been getting was from social media. I would do the different locations, and it would just be random orders from my website, or if networking, I would meet a lot of people, network, and pass out my card.
Yeah, I'm so sorry to ask another question. I'm just so curious. Do most of the products that were sold, were they the breast milk soap or the goat milk soap, or which products are the best
goat
sellers?
Milk soaps.
Goat milk soaps are the best sellers. Okay, awesome. And do you have testimonials from your customers?
I do. I did set up a Google page. So I do have about 15 on there, but I do have a lot of other testimonials. I just want them to all look the same, so I'm not going to use them yet. I'm going to use all my Google ones, but I do have plenty of them.
Awesome. I'm good. Peace out.
In response to Michelle, you mentioned that some people feel like you're priced too high. Have you put anything into place to sort of further customer education so that people really understand what makes your products worth it?
I do. That's one of the things that I take pride in is customer education. So I provide that to everyone and anyone. I just kind of stopped chasing those customers, so I don't have a problem anymore. Well, I haven't had a problem thus far.
That makes sense. I think waiting for the customer to come to you, as long as it's working, is awesome. And then also, I was just like a little curious about the breast milk soap, because I've heard of goat's milk soap for sure. Is this something only you're doing, or are other people doing it?
So there's two ways. So one, when I did the class, they provided their own breast milk. We did the class like that. If you were to want to order breast milk soap, you have the option to use your own. But then there's the option of mothers that can't produce breast milk but still would like the option. I use my breast milk, and I confirm it with them, and I do it that way. That's something that I did a lot more of during my NICU journey with my daughter. I did use my breast milk to help the other mothers in the NICU at the time. And I also donated a large amount of milk as well.
That was actually one of my questions too, but kind of what I was getting at before was like, are other people making soap like this, or are you pioneering the whole idea?
So there is a group that I'm on Facebook that did give me the idea. I think other people are doing it, but not too many in this area. And the Facebook group is, I think they're from Michigan. So I would say that's where I got the idea from. I did my research, but that's where I got the idea.
Awesome, thank you.
So one of my questions was, where do you get the raw material? But you answered that. So do you have a stock that you keep at the store, or this is something that you produce to order depending on who's supplying the product?
So again, during my journey with my daughter, I was like a walking cow. So I produced so much milk that I still have it in my freezer to this day. So I will use I'll use mine that way. Like again, if it's someone that can't produce, but most times people will give it to me.
But like, if I walk into your shop, will I find it on the shelf to buy?
No.
Okay, there's something you have to make.
It's a custom order, yeah.
Okay, all right. So Do you need a license to produce this kind of stuff? No?
No.
All right, okay. Yeah, I think that's it on my end. Thank you.
Great job, Shannon.
Thank you.
Yes. How long does the breast milk last?
So you can use the breast milk soap for, I would say, like if you're just gonna use it regularly, you can use it for about a month and a half. Just let it out, and you would store it by just keeping it in the fridge, and it'll last up to 2 years.
Okay. And I know you signed your lease in 2020, but prior to that, what were you doing? I know you have a vast of offerings.
I was in my home, and I was doing a lot of vending events. I still do vend a lot, but before I got my store, I was all over the city, all over the city.
Right. Okay.
Actually, another question. The strawberry lemonade combo, it looks like it's kind of like a drink. Is it something you...
It's a body scrub.
Body scrub, okay, so, all right, so is that something available on the shelf if somebody walks in and grab it? Okay,
Yes,
all right.
yes. And they're also available, all the items are available on my website. My website is it's basic for now. You can order, like, my top sellers are on there.
I have 1,000 questions. When you look to the future, what excites you the most?
Seeing where I'm going, I'm ready for, I don't even have my second location yet, and I'm ready for my third.
I saw that. Actually, that was one of my questions. I was like, where are your 2 locations that you're going for the third? Yeah, I was curious.
I do plan in the future, my family and I do plan to relocate at some point in time. I'm thinking Texas. I do have a lot of customers there, so I think they always tell me, come open a store, come open a salon. So I'm just thinking, like, wherever we decide to move is where I'm gonna open my third location.
Love it. Best of luck to you, really.
Thank you.
So exciting.
Awesome. You did it. Great job. Proud of you. Ah, love it. So good. Okay. So tonight and this week we're doing final presentations, but of course we like to have a celebration. We always need an excuse to party, and we want to celebrate all of these awesome, awesome, awesome businesses. So we hope that you will join us for our showcase and celebration, which is happening Wednesday, April 24th from 6 to 8 p.m. It's in Springfield, the Springfield Innovation Center, 276 Bridge Street. Everyone's invited. Feel free to bring friends, family, entrepreneurs. You better be inviting your friends and family. And if the family is watching at home, if you're watching, you should also come in person, because I don't know if we're going to have a Zoom option, so please come join us. We're going to have a keynote speaker, Sina Holloman. I don't know if anyone knows her, but she is the CEO of Home Healthcare and Staffing Agency, and she's just a rock star. So we'll have some words of inspiration from her. And there'll be a lot of networking. The first hour is the Entrepreneur Showcase. So the entrepreneurs will all have their own table, and you can network, and it'll be great. And we'll give out some cash prizes, cash awards that evening based on a lot of different information. Not just tonight, not just tomorrow night. This is a whole process. So it's really fun. We'll have some food. It's just if you're looking for some joy, please join us. You always leave feeling great. Okay, let's hear it for my friends. Mike, come on up.
Hello, welcome everybody. Good evening.
Here, I'm gonna give this to you.
I need that, yeah.
You take that, you let Maria know when you're ready, and she'll have the sign holding it up, letting you know when you're like halfway, okay?
All right. I'm ready. Good evening. I am Mike. My company is MJ Apparel, a custom clothing print shop based in Northampton, Massachusetts. So, who am I? I started my adult life by joining the military. I was in the Massachusetts Air National Guard, where my first job was computers and networking, where I then moved to a job in the command post, where it was my job to launch fighter aircraft in case of a national emergency. After that, I had various jobs, sales in Comcast. I did IT support at Mass Mutual. It was around the time my daughter was born in 2018, where I wanted something more for myself. I wanted to start a business. I brainstormed a lot, and I came up with this idea. I formed my LLC in 2020, and then I started vending events as Mary Jane Apparel in 2021. And this is a picture of my family. We do a lot of custom shirts. So what do we do? So this is called direct-to-garment printing. It's not silk screening, it's not sublimation. How it works is I load the shirt up in the printer, it does a layer of white ink and then the color on top. It's super awesome, it's high detailed. I blow everyone away with the quality of the ink. I blow everyone away with the quality of the shirts that I like to use. There's no order minimums because there's no screen you have to create. So all I need is a digital file. And we usually print shirts and hoodies, but I tell everyone I can print anything made out of cotton, poly, denim, leather, or nylon. So what else do we do? So I bought this really expensive printer. I need to make money with it. So I decided I'm gonna start a vending brand. So I started Mary Jane Apparel in 2021. I started off small and I grew. I invested in a truck and a trailer to bring everything out. I have a bunch of clothing racks where I just roll them out and I'm ready to go. I've traveled all over New England, as far as Maine, and I made social media, for both my wholesale brand, MJ Apparel, and my vending brand, Mary Jane Apparel. We also have done events outside and in like hotels. This is an event at Mohegan Sun recently. And rain or shine, we're ready to go. Vending is awesome. I use it as an avenue to get more wholesale orders. I develop brochures for myself that I talk to people. I try to size up customers and see if they're interested in wholesale. And I also make it a point whenever I'm vending to go around to all the vendors and talk to them. And I do tons of work that way. So my Accelerator goals: to make at least 10 in-person sales pitches every week. I've been doing that like crazy, posting on social media twice a week. That's my weak point, but I'm getting more help and I'll get to that in a minute. And spend time looking for events and applying to them. For the events that I do, the deadline is like mid-March. I worked really hard and I applied to a ton of events. I actually got into a huge event in Greenfield in May. I applied to it for 3 years, denied. Fourth year I applied, I'm in it. I'm so happy about it. So as you can see, some examples of shirts, a photo quality shirt of my cat, a picture of my cat on a shirt. I made that for my daughter. And I work with local artists. We do festival shirts. You can see like a sponsor shirt right there. With the detail of what I can do, I can really get people's logos small where you can legibly read them, and people love that. My stretch goal is to make an online sale within the next 6 months. I linked up with someone from the Accelerator to help me with my website, and I put a down payment on, and I'm gonna get that mjapparel.com. I own the domain. I'm gonna get it up and running within the next few months. So what do I value? So when I started my company, I didn't want to be like the next screen printer. I didn't want to limit people on colors. I wanted accurate colors, high quality print, and a high quality shirt. So this is a local artist. Her name is Lisa Paterni. She sends me high resolution digital scans of her art, and I put it on a shirt. It looks exactly like it. It even captures like a brush stroke on there. So I try to have short turnaround times. Excuse me. I do digital proofing before I print. I don't want to make mistakes. It's expensive mistakes too, so we do it. And then I also, as a courtesy, I take a picture with my phone, I text it to them and make sure it's good before we do the whole process. So ideally, they enjoy a convenient process for creating high quality custom garments. You know, I help them along with the process. I give them ideas of what garments to use and whatnot. So my customers are artists, bands, musicians, DJs, dispensaries. We do a lot of stuff in the cannabis industry for local dispensaries and other companies. A lot of festival and fair shirts. Anyone who has a business, we can find the right shirt for you. My 18th month work plan. So I want to start off by buying a second printer, by doubling my workflow. I'm getting a lot of orders and I don't want to get backed up. And I want to start posting on social media regularly, especially with all the vending events I have going on. I'm going to be posting about all of that. Next, I want to start a direct mail campaign with Valpak once my mjapparel.com site is up and running, and I want to evaluate hiring an employee. Next, I want to develop a second website for my Mary Jane Apparel vending brand and run it with that and make online sales with that brand. I don't want to get too far ahead of myself though, so I want to do MJ Apparel first. And I want to invest in some staff training and development. I want to go to like a convention. There's some really cool ones where they show all the latest and greatest technology. I love being on top of, you know, what's going on in the garment decorating world. And I like to show my customers new stuff. So finally, I want to attend a major event outside of New England. There's an event in Ohio I want to do next year. It's a little bit outside of my comfort zone, but I think I can do it. So financially, I've been profitable every year so far. Last year I did $163,000 in sales. That's combined wholesale and retail. I do a lot of events. I work really hard. So projections. My monthly expenses are $5,500, $2,500 in bills and rent, and then I want to pay myself $3,000. So I need to do roughly $10,000 in wholesale a month or $7,600 in retail. Good thing I do both. So I rely on both numbers. I make roughly double my money on wholesale and triple my money on retail. So, and I also have to pay to vend. It varies greatly. Some events I paid up to $2,500 to be at, but those ones usually are very profitable. So my organization, I'm the owner. I'm at 21 Locust Street. I have a printer, a heat press, an oven, a bunch of cool stuff. I have a Clover system for my sales. I do social media. I have that custom printed tent you guys saw in the pictures that really stand out. And then I have my trailer and my truck. So social impact, I like to help out with my daughter as much as possible with her school. I donated some shirts to her preschool for graduation. I donated some shirts for kindergarten for the first day at school. All the teachers had matching shirts. They thought it was cool. And I'm in the process of doing some diversity shirts for them. And I offer a discount to any nonprofit I can. I like to help out. So my ask, what do you guys think is better than one printer? 2 printers. All right, so I know this printer really, really well. It's expensive, and I don't want that to scare you, but this thing is fully paid for, and I want a second one. I've had it since 2021. I've done 29,000 prints with it. I use it every day, 100 prints a day usually, and I'm pretty much ready to go. I did my taxes. I'm getting a little bit of a refund, have some money saved. I'm gonna make it work. Now on my final bonus slide, this is the celebrities that I've met along the way doing vending. And the top guy right here, the People's Champ, Mike Tyson, came to my booth and I sold him a shirt at the DCU Center in Worcester. So I'm very proud of that.
Awesome.
That is my presentation.
Great job.
My first question.
Yes.
What are you doing here? You look like you have it
What do you
all
mean?
put together. You're doing a great job. Beautiful presentation.
I'm self-taught.
Yeah, this is fantastic, man. Good for you, man. Good for you. So hopefully you'll get the ask for your printer and expand more on it. But my question to you, you only do print. Have you ever...
I'm going to expand to embroidery too.
Okay.
I want to be a one-stop shop.
Okay.
I do a lot of extra stuff, and I don't want to get into the details, but like I've done like dog clothing for dogs, or anything anyone throws at me, I try to figure out how to do it.
Let me know when you do embroidery. Look
Okay.
at my business.
Okay.
Let's go for that with EforAll.
Okay.
You mentioned you want to have a first website and then a second website. What do you
Yes.
think is the value in having two and the differentiation?
So MJ Apparel is my wholesale website where, you know, you could order shirts for a school. Okay, now my vending brand is a little bit edgy. I have like Spencer's Gifts type shirts, Mary Jane Apparel, and we do have our own shirts that we make, some of our own designs and some other people's designs that I purchased the rights to, that I would like to sell digitally, and not really cross that over with the MJ Apparel side, if you understand where I'm going with that.
I do, that makes sense.
Okay.
What is your turnaround time for your products?
I generally try to have it done, I say as soon as possible, usually 3 days or less. If it's under 50 shirts, I try to do it on 2 days or less. Right now is usually the busiest season of the year for me, so it's a little bit backed up, but my turnaround time will change dramatically with a second printer. I got my son in daycare recently, I forgot to mention this, and I got my partner working with me full-time starting April 1st, and it's working out great. You know, we're cranking out the shirts.
Day 3.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead, Lenny.
I was just going to ask, not that you need my advice, but have you partnered with teams, churches, and schools? I know I think your child's school.
Some. I try to reach out, and I do offer more of a premium product. A lot of schools would like this, like screen printing, because it's honestly a little bit cheaper than what I can offer, but it's also single color. So what I can offer, like you saw in some of those slides, is like the finer detail, a little bit higher of a price point, but I try my best to negotiate a fair price if I can. I don't want to dismiss business. And I also do have a screen printer that I am friends with that I can you know, give work to, and I pretty much, you know, it works out.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Hi.
Hi.
Awesome job.
Thank you.
I also live in Northampton, so I'll see you around.
Okay.
Who does, so besides the artists, because I noticed that you have artists, who does the designs for your shirts? Do people send you custom designs, or do you have like stock of designs that you create? Are you known for something in particular?
So I have a couple artists that I've worked with and done shirts for that I built relationships with, where I pay them for some designs. But I also belong to a couple websites where you pay a fee, and it's just kind of open source designs where anyone can use them. So a lot of the designs I sell at my shop, I'm not gonna lie, other people can use them. I don't have the rights to them specifically, but some things I do.
Okay. I was just curious if there was like a niche or a niche that you
Yes.
were going after.
And I'd like to also point out, I forgot to mention, Infused Element, his name is Ezra. He is the reason why I'm here. He did this Accelerator, and he told me about it. And I am so happy he told me about this Accelerator. And I did a bunch of shirts for him.
Awesome. Awesome.
Yes.
Pricing was another one of my questions. I didn't realize, what is the cost of one of your shirts? If I were to come up to you in a vending fair, how much would I pay for a shirt?
I sell my shirts for $20, hoodies for $40. We also do crop tops, tank tops. Tie-dyes are $25. Crop tops, tank tops are $20. And then we do 3 shirts for $50.
Okay.
And then wholesale, I generally can do shirts around $12, sometimes less. It just depends on how many prints they get and the quality of the shirt.
Got it. And how does that compare to your competition, and who is your competition?
Honestly, my competition I feel like they're not that good.
I love it. Confidence.
They're not like on top of new stuff. They're kind of like, we've been in business for 30 years. We've been doing it the same way for 30 years. I want to be the new guy who's watching the new YouTube videos, doing the new stuff, and like impressing people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who are you talking about? Who is your competition?
Oh, so well, I wanted to show you one on the bus. There's Mantis Graphics. There's I guess the biggest competition is FT Customs in Springfield. They kind of have similar equipment to me. They do things on a larger scale, and I'm trying to scale up to that.
Okay, because the reason I'm asking, I don't really care about the individual names, because
Yeah.
I'm going to buy my shirts from you.
Yeah.
But the question I'm wondering is, you're comparing yourself to other niche, kind of artistic T-shirt makers.
Mhm.
Consider for a moment possibly corporate marketing, other kinds of applications. They might be very interested in this because you are doing something different, right? So maybe NEPM is your competition, which is New England. What do they stand for?
Public media.
Yeah, but not the public media. There's like marketing and branding companies
Oh,
Okay.
that sell, you know, apparel and other things to corporations.
Yeah.
Higher quantity.
And I really try to sell that because a
Promotional.
lot of
Thank you. I was like, what is the
unfortunately a
word?
lot of people order
Promotional.
from overseas, and I tell people all the time, number one, you're not gonna know exactly what you're getting until it comes in the mail, and it may take like 3 weeks to a few months to get it in the mail.
Right. That's
And
all
for
coming from
me,
China. That's what I'm saying. Like, so
I'm right here in
you've got a
Northampton.
niche.
I will help you design. I will help you place. I will help you pick out the color. I have a big binder I have for my supplier with like shirt samples of every color you can imagine. I let people flip through it. I try to have a whole experience.
yeah, I got that. Thank
Yeah.
you. And then I have really another burning question.
Okay.
Why Valpak?
Valpak is a direct mailer,
Yeah.
and I want to do a direct mailer campaign to every dispensary in the state because I do a lot of giveaway promotion shirts through MJ Apparel. Those are one of my biggest customers. So if I do a direct mailer, I feel like that would be a wise choice for spending my advertising money.
Understood. I'm just gonna
It's
offer.
pretty affordable, and you can target exactly who you want to target, and they'll do it multiple times over the course of a few months.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Sure.
Does the cannabis industry have a professional association? Because if they do, that's to who you should go to, not Valpak.
Yeah, I was just
Go to the
thinking,
Professional association.
Valpak, I
If
throw
they
it
have
out.
like a thing.
Okay.
I don't know if Valpak
Okay.
is here.
I don't want to say anything.
Yeah, I'm like,
Okay.
I just throw it out.
Okay.
It's your money. Nobody
Yeah.
does Valpak.
I mean.
Okay. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, Valpak? Yeah, I'm like, no.
I've advertised before, and I am trying to get together more advertising budget, but right now my focus is on this guy right here.
I got you.
Yeah.
Just to chime in on that wavelength, I've been made aware there are a lot of industry events for cannabis around here, so you could also potentially go set up a tent and show your product live, where I think that might be really impactful.
I do so many of those.
Oh.
I'm doing Extravaganza next month. I'm doing Strange Creek in May. I pretty much do about 15 events a year, and I'm trying to do more. I just have 2 kids, and it's a little bit difficult.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not in the business of giving advice either,
Yeah.
but there's so much cannabis industry around here. Even just taking a day and going door to door with your shirts. and
I've
walking in.
actually thought about that too.
Yeah, I mean, just
I've
think
thought about that.
because I think that would be more impactful. I know it's your time, but than
Yeah.
Valpak. I'm sorry, I'm not against Valpak. I just,
Okay.
Yeah, I'm like I don't have stock in Valpak either. So that's clear.
We have time for probably one more. So if you haven't asked a question yet, no. Or you can ask another. Go ahead.
Sorry, just one more.
Sure.
You said the printer was $20,000? Like, it's $20,000. Okay.
$20,000, yes.
And you just want
It is made by Brother. It is made in
25K.
Japan. It is very, very high quality, and it comes with a technician support. They've come out and serviced the machine with no issue before. Yeah, I wouldn't cheap out and buy something lower quality and produce lower quality shirts.
Tessa, you got to up your the amount you're giving out. Yeah.
What kind of shirt Mike Tyson bought?
He bought a tie-dye shirt.
That's it.
That was at the Worcester Harvest Cup in 2021. He was walking around to all the vendors, and he just, came on over, and I got that picture.
What are your top 5 vending events that you go to, and why?
my top 5 of
That
the year.
that you go to, yeah.
Anything in Greenfield at the fairgrounds because it's so close and easy. But I like did the Franklin County Fair. That was my favorite. I'm doing this one next month called Toasted Jam. That's a really good one. It's really hard to narrow it down, and it's a lot of trial and error with vending because sometimes it doesn't work out. Sometimes you really think that people are going to show up and they don't, and you can't let that get you discouraged as a vendor. You have to just, realize that it's not going to be, rainbows every day. I know, like the day that I sold a shirt to Waka Flocka Flame, that was in Northampton at the Roll-Up. It was Wiz Khalifa. It was a huge, huge show. I did, to this day, the best I did in a day vending. And that was 2 years ago, and I've been chasing that ever since. So I need to get myself to a Wiz Khalifa event again.
Oh, I just want to, I want to offer it. Think about who was at Wiz Khalifa and why, and that's your target. That's your target customer. No, I'm not even kidding. That's gold what you just said.
Yeah.
Who was at that concert, and why did they buy from you? And go after those people, wherever those people are.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
Great job.
Thank you.
Let's hear it for Mike. Well done. That was awesome. All right, one big round of applause for everyone tonight. You guys are amazing. A huge round of applause for our amazing judges. Thank you. We appreciate you so much, and I hope you enjoyed it. And we love you so much.
When do we get the check? On the way out?
Yeah, on the way out. Yeah, exactly. For especially all the nice things you've been saying tonight. This has been great. This has been so good. Thank you. All right, so I mentioned this a little bit, but what happens next? So judges, if you can input your scores and your feedback by Friday, you can log back in using the email the same way that you've been doing it. Tomorrow night, if you're free and you want to hang out, join us for round 2. We're going to hear from the remaining 4 entrepreneurs that you didn't get to hear from yet tonight. Then our local advisory council will meet. This is a community group decision. And we're going to help choose the awards. This is Jane's least favorite part. Every time. She hates it. If she's watching right now, I'm sorry. It's part of your job. And then, of course, please join us for Showcase and Celebration. It's on Wednesday the 24th. We'd love to have you. Bring a friend. If you guys know someone who should be a mentor, you should bring them. If you know someone who should apply for the program, you should bring them. Thank you. And after this, the fun's not over, entrepreneurs and mentors. Your weekly meetings are going to shift to a monthly meeting. So start thinking about scheduling that now. Really want you to keep checking in. And then we're going to have a quarterly check-in as a cohort 3 more times. So you're not done with us. You're never really done with EforAll. So if you don't already, please make sure you follow us on social media. Tag yourselves in tonight. Just slap a filter on it. Call it a day. It's great. These are all the ways you can find us on the internets. And thank you. We appreciate you. Have a good night.